going on, you guys? Back with another video. I know I haven't been on camera in a long time, but I'm going to keep these short and sweet. I'm going to get straight to the point. In this video, I want to talk about how the narcissist wants you to think that you have to ask for their permission to do what makes you happy. Now, of course, I'm not going to title it the video because that's too long to put that in the title. But when you've been in a relationship with a narcissist for such a long time, the narcissists kind of have you where they want you. And so they're not expecting you to do something different. But it's going to come a time where you're going to start to finally want to do something for yourself and do what makes you happy. And it's not going to always sit well with the narcissist because they want you to always run it by them. They feel that way because the moment you give them your bright ideas of something you want to do for yourself, they're going to try to convince you why they have a better idea. If they don't just criticize you, make sarcastic remarks, put you down for thinking like that, just make you feel small doing the narc thing. So when you start to show them that, I'm not going to keep just sitting here, not doing nothing with myself and making sure you're happy, that's when the narcissists start to panic. And they can't handle losing control. They cannot handle it. They go completely off. They have tantrums. They might start shouting. They might start a fight. They might threaten you in some type of way, or threaten to take something from you. They're going to want to punish you, smear you, start the silent treatment. All type of things that they will come up with because they can't handle the fact that you have free will to do what you want to do. Even though you have never put up a fight or, had anything to say about the things they choose to do. You adjust to it. You didn't have a problem with it. You just sat there and let them do what they do. But the moment that you want to do something for you, that's when they have a problem. They're not used to coming home and seeing you not there. They're used to coming home and seeing you sitting in the same spot or doing the same thing around the time they're going to come in the house. So it might shock the narcissist to see that you're not there during those moments where you finally decide to do you. And they will panic. They will panic because they're not used to that. And in a sense, it's like they start to feel like they've lost control or they might lose you. They might panic and think that, dang, they're probably out with somebody else. And it's because they already know that they weren't willing to change the game with you. They weren't going to change anything. It's you that had to make the first move and start to live your life for yourself and do what makes you happy. It doesn't sit well with the narcissist when you take that route, because you take them out of the position of power. And when it comes to upholding the goods from the narcissist, because you're just not in the mood anymore, it could be just as simple as that. When you see them now, they're just not doing nothing for you. The narcissist, they don't know how to receive that with an open mind. Like, well, I understand why you could feel that way. And maybe I should start to, work on myself and make some changes because I don't want to lose you. I love you. I want to be with you. And I want to make you happy. I don't want to lose you, But they're not going to look at it like that because they're very selfish. If anything, the narcissist will try to play that reverse psychology thing. And what they are most likely doing, cheating, they're going to put that on you. Knowing that the narcissist could know that you're not cheating. But they will throw that at you like it's just something that they can prove. Because they can't handle the fact that now you're deciding to do you and do what makes you happy. The narcissists feel like they lose when you decide to do something that doesn't include them. See, they always have to feel like they have control. And so now they don't know what to do. They're scrambling for ideas and things to say. And when they see that no matter what they do to change your mind, even though what you're doing is not threatening the relationship, again, it just makes them uncomfortable. They're very selfish. They want to always have their way, and they just can't handle your happiness. And you should never, you should never try to decide, you should never have to decide, is their happiness or their preference more important than your happiness? When it comes to that, that's when you know that it's time for you to make a move, And again, the narcissist, they will try to make you seem like you're doing something wrong by doing that. They want to make you feel like you're a bad person because now you're putting you first, And so when that happens is when you have to stick to it. And if it starts to feel good and you feeling better and you want more of that, that's when it's time to move on. Because the narcissists, they don't change. They just want to keep control of you. They want to keep control of a situation. They will put out false narratives that you're cheating on them because now you're deciding to step out the house, go shopping, do some things for you. Hang out with people you haven't seen in a long time, or look different, get a makeover. You're starting to do something good with yourself, and you're doing your hair different now. You're wearing different type of clothing. You out with the old and in with the new, and they can't handle that. A lot of times, narcissism, it can be your partner. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of everything about you, your happiness. They're jealous of how strong you are when they're sitting there putting you through so much, And they're jealous of how much people love and admire you. They're jealous of you, so they have to compete with that. And so that's not something that they are ready for. They're not ready to compete with your happiness because they don't know how to be happy without trying to hurt someone. If a person truly loves someone, you don't try to make someone else happy by hurting the next person. It shouldn't go that way, and it don't go that way. But that's how narcissists operate. So they'll try to do something in retaliation to your happiness, which is, go out and be with new supply and try to put it out there that you're cheating on them. And so now they're just doing them, stuff that they always been doing. And you are not even cheating on them. You're just enjoying life now. Again, they can't handle it. So that's kind of what you could expect out of a narcissist. When they expect you to ask for permission to be happy. And you don't owe that to anyone, You can be happy on your own free will. Whatever makes you happy, go for it. Don't let nobody hold you back from your happiness. You only live once, and this big old world is so much to do, and there's so many places to go. Like, don't let anyone limit you to just sitting there in that same old position going nowhere, because you slowly lose yourself and you're wasting time. It's so much that you can be doing, to enjoy your life. There are a lot of couples who, as much as they love each other, they do so much separate that they enjoy doing, and it does not threaten the strength of their relationship or their marriage. So a narcissist will love to throw that in your face when they can't control you. They'll try to make you think that, well, you have no business doing something that you haven't been doing. So if you're doing it now, that means you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. They really try to mess with your head to make you feel bad. But, don't fall for that. Don't listen to it. Don't receive it. Do you. And be happy doing it, And if they can't accept that, then that just goes to show you, that you're better off without that. You don't need that negativity in your life when you're trying to do something positive for yourself. It's not worth losing your peace and your happiness just to keep somebody else content with the way things are. Like, that's not fair to you, you know. Let them feel how they feel. Let them run their mouth. You keep silent. Don't respond to it. And go with the flow. And keep going in that direction that leads you to happiness. Because that's the only thing that really matters. I mean, you know, it's really no other way to put it. They're going to try to convince you that you're wrong. Or everything you're doing now. Okay, well, I'll go with you now. And it's like, I don't want, you know, there's no nice way of saying, I don't want you to go with me. But they shouldn't even want to, you know, like pressure you into, okay, now you got to be with me everywhere I go because I'm doing something that you're not used to. They do that out of insecurity and jealousy. And again, they want to control you. You're not going to enjoy yourself if the narcissist tags along with the new you. You're not. I mean, you're not enjoying yourself now being in a relationship with them. So you're really going to have a bad time enjoying the new things that you're doing while they are right there with you. Like, there's no fun in it. Because all they're going to try to do is convince you to do what they prefer while they're out with you. And so nothing changes. It's just that now you're out and about with them, you know, but they still have control of the whole day, of the whole time together. And there's no fun in that. You know, narcissists love to tag along and pretend like I just want to be with you and spend time with you when they really just want to control you, you know, and just take over the moment. But don't give them their satisfaction. And the moment you start to feel like, you know, it's time for me to do something different, trust your gut instinct and move forward with it. Because if you don't, you're only hurting yourself and you continue to please them and make them happy. Even though they will never really be happy, they're miserable because anyone who's really, truly happy, they will give you freedom. If you're in a relationship with someone, the person shouldn't feel like a prisoner. They should still have that freedom of knowing that even though I have a partner, we still have our own separate lives to do the things we enjoy doing. Sometimes we do it together and sometimes apart. You know, I'm the type of person in a relationship that I'm going to have my freedom. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do things that he, you know, that he's not into, but he respects it. And we give each other that space. You know, it's just a given. It's not something we have to put up a fight for. You know, there's respect there when it comes to that. So if a person really and truly love you and care for you and they understand that, you know, then you wouldn't have to feel like, oh, now I gotta hear this and hear that, or sneak around and do the things that make you happy. You should never have to feel like that. So again, you don't owe anyone permission to do what makes you happy, you know. Don't let anyone manipulate you into thinking that that's not the right way to go about doing something that makes you happy. Because in the process of that, you are healing. You're healing. Now you may find yourself doing things you haven't done in a long time, like cleaning out your car, changing around furniture in the house. Just, you know, looking for that recipe to something that you want to do. You know, just things that really put you in a good mood to enjoy yourself. You know, and you don't have to do it with somebody who is just going to be a downer and damper the whole moment. You don't have to. Actually, it's really time for you to start thinking about, is this something I want to move forward with? You know, I enjoy this here. You know, I like what I'm doing now. I want to do more of it. But, you know, something going to have to go. Let that be the narcissist. Choose you first. Do what makes you happy. And you'll be better off that way. I mean, forget about them and their thoughts about it. Their thoughts don't matter. The only thing that really matters the most is your happiness. So that concludes this video. Thank y'all for watching. I try not to make it too long. Leave your thoughts down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.